I have over 10 different income streams which make up my full-time job, and I thought it'd be fun to take you on a full day with me to show you exactly how you can make over £1,000 a day by not having a typical 9 to 5, and to show you which different side hustles are still working in 2026. 4 years ago, I was so broke. I'd just finished uni. I was stuck in a job which I hated. It was just after COVID. There was no way of me switching my job. I didn't enjoy it. And so I started to look online on things I could do because I knew I was meant for more. I knew I didn't want to stick to just one income stream, especially when I didn't even enjoy it. And I was sick of having such a small salary, living paycheck to paycheck, and not being able to save any money, not being able to book all the holidays that I wanted, or booking my holidays and then panicking that all I could afford was the flights and not even knowing how I'm going to be paying for all the food and everything when I get there. These thoughts were constantly going on in my mind, constantly rattling around in my head. And the one thing that I kept coming back to and that kept coming up when I was researching how to save money was the principle of, if you want to save more money, you should try and earn more money instead of trying to save more. When you decide to make more money, there is infinite amount of money that you could be making. Whereas if you just try to save amount of money, say your salary is £2,000 a month, the maximum, if you spent on nothing, which is unrealistic, you could save is £2,000 a month. Whereas if you start earning extra cash, then you could actually save so much more than 2k if you earn a bit more than that. So I started to explore this idea. It ended up a year and a half ago when I decided to go freelance after having multiple different side hustles, being able to triple my salary consistently most months. And I decided to just go for it and see how we could go. That was a year and a half ago, and it's been a wild journey since working for myself, especially considering I now have like 8 to 10 different jobs going all in 1 month. So it is a bit of a crazy game. But the freedom and flexibility is something I definitely can't complain about. But the purpose of this is not to say quit your job and work for yourself. The purpose of this is to show you what side hustles are really working in 2026 and how you can be making money on top of your full-time job, even if you have a super busy life, even if you have, kids, work, a crazy 9 to 5 that is always making you work late. These are different side hustles that you maybe could potentially pick up on a Saturday, on a Sunday, whenever you can, work, after work. This is to give you an idea of what you could potentially do to make some extra cash. Comment down below what your issue is of why you've not started making extra cash in 2026, and we can try and figure it out together. So without further ado, let's get side hustling together to figure out what side hustle is best. And let's see how much time, money, effort, etc. it actually takes to make money. Let's go. Good morning. It's currently 6:30 in the morning. Usually I wake up at 5, but I don't know, I missed my alarm today. But it's not going to stop me from having the best day ever because I plan to make a lot of money. And I'm going to take you through my day side hustling, and let's see how much money we can make today. We're going to do around 4 different side hustles today, and I like to call this side hustle Saturday or side hustle Sunday, whichever day you prefer. And it's just to show that if you have a full-time job, you have literally no excuse not to be able to do this, because you've just got to carve out a Saturday or a Sunday, or even half a Saturday morning, then a Sunday evening or whatever. Or do it a few times before work. Wake up a bit earlier. There's so many ways to do this, but just shows that all you got to do is start, and then momentum will build, and that's how you make extra cash. So my first side hustle, all I need is my voice, because I'm going to be uploading a new voice onto 11 Labs. If you don't know what 11 Labs is, it's essentially where you sell your voice to AI. Every time someone uses it, you get a small commission. And so far, I did my first voice 2 months ago, and I've made £200 for 2 hours of work. I'm going to put the video here to see the whole setup and process, because I did a separate video on that if you want to do it yourself. However, right now I'm just going to get on with it. And essentially why I'm doing this is I'm experimenting to see that if I do a different type of voice, because before it was just me talking very candidly like this. I want to see if I do a different voice, if that can also earn me some extra money, because if it can, then I'm going to do loads of different voices, because then we can make it a good little side hustle, making me passive income every month. So what the next voice I'm going to do is either going to be like a little mouse, and I think it could be cute for little stories for kids. So let's see. Or I could do super excited and I can't even talk about it, and it's just so exciting, but I don't think I could talk like this for 2 hours. Or I could do whisper. Let's talk about it like this. So we shall see. One I fancy. I think I'm going to go for the mouse voice today. So let's set up. Currently I'm in my room, so excuse the state of me, I look vile. I've had like the biggest spot of my life on my forehead. Anyway, it's slowly dying. But essentially I've put my blinds only a bit up because I want to trap the sound. And now we're going to go into my wardrobe. So I've got my desk. And why we do this is to reduce the sound and the feedback. I always think, get a book of your choice. Last time I read The Good, the Bad, the Healthy, and I thought it was super interesting because it's all about different swaps you can make. So it's actually learning stuff as well. But I don't know if I could speak like this for this one. Or we've got Akata. Then I'm going to plug in my laptop the whole time because I do not want my laptop to die. Last time I did this, my voice was hurting so much. Anyway, let's prepare the drinks to hopefully get us through. So I'm just taking my iron tablets because I've got to take them every other day. And you've got to take them with vitamin C. So I'm using this vitamin C and on an empty stomach, so I'm taking that first. Next up, I'm going to create some loaded water. This is something I got from my friend recently. My goodness, it's crazy good. And it's actually really good. And I feel like it's going to be helpful for me in my life because I'm vegetarian, so I don't get enough protein. Anyway, we'll waffle on about this for years, but we've got the clear whey protein. We've got Vimto flavour. This is 20 grams of protein. Oh, that's actually mad. We've got creatine for the brain, which is the most researched supplement there is of the benefits. And then to make it taste nice and to hydrate me, I've got the zero sugar Humantra electrolytes. These are the ones in black cherry. And this combination is really good because the Humantra is the dominant flavour. I'm not sure I could drink it if not. First we're going to drink our vitamin C, but let's blend it. Not one bits in my water. Perfect. I'm actually excited about this because I know it tastes good. But first, finish the vitamin C. Right, let's go. Alright, shutting my door for more feedback. And then all I need is a sheet to go under. Reduce the feedback as much as possible, so you go under a sheet or something like that, go into a cupboard, and let's get started. That's all the prep that I'm doing. You can pause it, so if you don't want to talk for 2 hours, you can pause it, take a break, go to the etc. But I'm going to try and do as much as possible, so let's go. There was a flaw in my plan. This is what happens, sometimes you get obstacles. So it turns out that you're only allowed 1 11 Labs voice per account, unless you subscribe to the business account, which is $990 a month, which wouldn't be worth it, no matter how many voices I cloned. So I'm going to suggest we move on to the next side hustle because there's no messing around. Unfortunately, that one didn't work out for us, but that's just something good to know. If you're wanting to do 11 Labs, do the voice that you most likely might want to use later in life. Right? On to the next. Plot twist. This girl's no quitter. Apparently, I looked on Reddit and you can just make multiple accounts with different emails. That's all they need to do. Just have different emails and then you can go ahead and make multiple versions of your voice. So let's go. In total, that took me 2 minutes to sign up to a new account. So now I'm just going to get going and record my voice for 2 hours. Right, so I've just finished my first hour under the sheet. It's so draining on the voice at the beginning, so I recommend having some sort of water and stuff because it's a lot. It's very straining. but it's good. I switched books halfway in between because I saw that it said that if you want the best results, depending on which voice you're using, try and read a script that's similar to that. So now I'm reading Akatar because I'm doing more of a fairy voice. So yes, now I'm just going to have a bit of a break, stretch, go to the loo, and now get back on it. Finished! Yay! Thank the Lord! Right, and now the doggies come into play. Come in. Oh, hello. Dog's going crazy. So now I've just got to finish it off. So I've done over 2 hours. Oh, and essentially I need to create a voice and put a description, label the accent, etc. Also, look, this is me right now. This is another side hustle that I'm doing. It's currently dog sitting this little munchkin. Yes, this little munchkin that just jumped up onto my lap. Oh, and now he's off. That is not good, but look how cute he is. So just for reference, this little guy has made me £500 while he's staying. And let's see how we make money with this voice that I've done. I'm sorry, isn't he so cute? I'm obsessed with him. Right, so I've just had to verify it's my voice. And now it says just gotta wait 2 to 6 hours for it to be complete. And then it should be done. That's my first side hustle for the day. Done. This is an ongoing side hustle. I'm gonna go walk him. Just finished a nice long walk with Bailey, a friend. We've got my mantra, financial mantra. It says my bank balances are overflowing with money, 100%. So we better get on with the next side hustle. We're gonna have some lunch first and then get going. It's currently 12:43 and technically I've done 2 side hustles, sorted out the 11 labs, completely did the 2-hour training and voiceover, and also taken the dog on a massive walk. Tick. And also refreshes the brain, gets me out of the house after doing such a long reading this morning. So next up on the list of things to do is I have to reshoot some photos for a brand, which I'm doing UGC for. It's a matcha brand. So essentially they want me to put it in a different cup, the picture, which is totally fine because it was my fault anyway. So I'm going to reshoot those pictures now. So let's go make a matcha and shoot these photos. Right, let's reshoot this matcha campaign. Got the matcha. Right, let me just put this thing back in. So I'm going to do it in a bowl first. And then I would say this whisk is a bit too crazy. I need to use a little less aggressive whisk as it's not, oh no, chocolate just fell on the floor and the dog's there. Okay, doggy. Right, we're making an iced matcha because I like iced drinks these days, especially in the summer. I'm one of those girls who genuinely has iced drinks from like March till probably November. I love an iced drink. Even sometimes in the dead of winter, I'll have an iced drink. We had a barbecue the other day. So usually we make our own ice, but we actually have bagged ice. Problem is, oh, go on Bailey. Luckily the dog likes ice because problem is I keep having to smash it. I just don't want to make too big of a matcha because I'm not very thirsty right now, but I don't want to waste it. Right. Where's the spoon? I'm so disorganized when it comes to these kind of things. This matcha I actually really like. I don't really love matcha that much, but this one has collagen, lion's mane, collagen and functional mushrooms. That's what it's got in. And girl, I need my collagen because it's starting to age. I swear to God, I think I've got my first wrinkle, which is, no, I know that sounds ridiculous because loads of people have wrinkles at 29, but I'm feeling a bit disturbed by it. I think my first set wrinkle, I have wrinkles when I smile and raise my eyebrows, etc. I feel like this is my first set wrinkle, which is disturbing. Of course, I don't even measure it. And now I'm just going to whisk it away from me because this matcha's mad. Should probably put it in the right bowl. Me being dramatic and not wanting, I swear to God, when I was filming, the matcha went everywhere, every surface of my cupboard last time. But it was my own fault because I'm not using the right whisk and I'm not using the right matcha bowl. It's not deep enough, but honestly, I just was filming it and I had to pretend that nothing was happening while it just spat at me. So yeah, Anyway, let's go. Run out of milk. Good going. Can't wait to one day have a bigger kitchen, bigger house, etc. Right, I should probably do the whole thing, shouldn't I? Because, come on, this is for a brand, it's got to look good. Right, now pour it in. It does look good, doesn't it? Let's go. Let's wipe everything up first, so I don't have matcha blobs all over my surface. And there we go. Let's go take these pictures outside. It's really going to be so quick, because they're happy with the video, they just want some pics. But look how good that looks. Can't wait. The pictures are outside, so let's go. I'm actually wearing the same outfit. Should I be disturbed that I'm wearing the same outfit? This was a complete accident, but here we are. No, we're not coming, because you're going to disturb me. Why is he so cute? Ah, no, that's my sock. Yes, Angel. I gotta do my other jobs. Cool girl shoes, complete. Let me sort out my socks so they look cool as well. These are said shoes. Let's go. I'm going to put you up here and you can witness the photo plan. You're currently on my car, so that's why you're a bit wonky. Anyway, I'm going to take this off because obviously not needed for the photos. It's currently 1:09 and we are done. I've just got to pick the photos that I'm going to send because obviously I took so many to make sure I've got the right 3 shots. And I'll send them over. And then gonna have lunch and start my next side hustle. Oh, and for people asking, for this UGC, which was 1 video with 1 hook and 3 photos for 1 month usage, I charged £430. Or was it 530? No, £530. 20% of that will go to my management. So I think take home 400 and something. But perfect. Won't get paid that for a while. Usually it's 30 days. Then for the dog, I think I'm getting £540 for him. Obviously that's not just today, it's over a period of days. Nearly made £1,000. And then with the 11 labs, currently I've paid £17, to be a creator. So £17 minus for 11 labs, but hopefully I'll start making money within the first 2 weeks and I will slowly get that money back. But we're just waiting for that to be processed now. But could be over £1,000 in one day. So sitting here now, gonna drink my matcha, choose the photos, make sure it's all properly sent, and that'll be done. Let's go. Not gonna lie, feeling quite exhausted right now. So I was gonna do a hard task now, but I always get more momentum later. I have a mid-afternoon slump, as most people do. So I'm gonna do some content now, which I guess is technically a side hustle, but not really. But kind of part of, well, content creation is the hustle to make good quality content in hopes of brands seeing it and wanting to work with you. I'm going to edit 2 bits of content, then go to the gym. Then I will get on with a hard task later, which is planning and creating my paid Substack, because I'm going to start one, which is very exciting. So this dog just keeps wanting me to throw its toy. Let's see how it goes. When I'm in a slump, by the way, the best thing that I do to get... Shh, I'm filming. The best thing that I do to get out of a slump when I'm feeling like, and I don't have any motivation to do anything anymore, is I set my timer for 40 minutes because 30 minutes seems too short. And 40 minutes, once you're at that 40-minute point, you're more likely just to carry on. So I'm going to set my timer now for 40 minutes. Oh, the dog wants to say hi. It's trying to lick the microphone. Hi, buddy. Yes. I know, this is the problem with sitting on the floor, but I just really can't be dealing with my standing desk right now. I'm walking. I just don't want to do it. So I'm going to sit on the floor, watch Love Island whilst I edit, because you don't have to do it in solitude. So I'm going to set my timer for 40 minutes now. No, enough. I'm trying to type and he keeps nudging me. He's so cute though, I can't help it. Go away now, please. Wait, right. I'm going to set my timer for 40 minutes. Let's go. Technically, my next side hustle has arrived. Wait for it. Come on. Come here. Come here. Wait for them to come here, Charlie. Here he is. They keep having a play together. They're going to have the best time. Anyway, the sofa is no longer looking white. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so I've done some editing. Now it's 4:15. I'm going to go to the gym before it gets too busy. And then I'm going to come home and start my next side hustle. Well, I've just got to finish a bit more editing and then start my next side hustle. So let's go to the gym, except I'm not going to take you with me because I'm still scared to actually film.
Good afternoon. I just finished my second workout at the gym, independently at the gym. I've been doing it with my PT for a while, well, a month before this, but I was feeling a lot more confident even the second time going in, and also working out at like 1:30, 2 p.m. really does help me because obviously it's not that busy. So I try to miss lunchtime, early morning or afternoon rush. It seems to really help, actually. Feeling good about that session. Sunny today. So basically, I had sciatica, which is like a lower back when your nerves get trapped. And essentially, it's just makes it more difficult to pick things up or whatever. And yesterday, I saw my nieces and nephew, but my nieces are small. They're both two and not even one yet. And so obviously I'm picking them up a lot, throwing them around. I can't help it. They're just so cute and cuddly. But essentially, jolty movements sometimes triggers it a bit. So my back, and also sitting down for a long time. And yesterday I was driving a lot because I was driving to my parents' house and my sister's house, etc. So that seemed to put quite a lot of pressure on my lower back, as in it doesn't feel very stretched out, which made this session feel quite hard. So I did reduce the weights a little bit when my back started to feel a bit funky, because the last thing I want to do is push through the pain and actually just trigger it properly again and hurt my lower back. So I'm just listening to my body. I'm obviously telling my PT all of this, who's sorting out my training. So she's going to adjust accordingly, but overall feeling good about it and feeling really happy and more confident. I would say top tip, if you want to, it's kind of a top tip, but I was listening to the girls' bathroom. I was like, I'm not going to listen to an educational podcast today. I just want to listen to something fun and lighthearted. Obviously, if you're in the UK, I'm sure you listen to the girls' bathroom already. But listening to it in the gym while you're doing weights and stuff literally made me laugh so much. It was really good. However, I would say it kind of made me laugh too much, and then having to hold in my laughter at the gym. It definitely did distract me, but in a good way, from the hard work. So that's a little top tip. But just listen to something lighthearted, and it really distracts from the pain. Anyway, hopefully I'm going to get strong muscles soon. I'm already feeling stronger and holding myself better. I'm going to give you a fit check. Wait, let me put you on this wall. Let's hope no one steals my camera, because we are in London. Okay, fit check. I can't even see if I'm in the screen because you're so small. But I'm feeling very bloated and gross at the moment, but it's so hot. So I wore shorts and then just a big baggy tee. This one's from Tala, and it's so ages ago. And it says, challenge yourself, challenge the world. Which I love, because that is really the ethos of the day. Anyway, second training session done.
It's currently 7:51. Anyway, I've had a day. I'm really tired now. I am not going to do the rest of my side hustles, but I did finish editing a few videos which are part of the side hustle. So overall, did 11 labs, the new voice. I walked the dogs, which I'm dog sitting, which I'm going to do now again before the evening. I edited some UGC. I did some social media content creation, and that was the day. Pretty hectic, but I feel very accomplished. Feeling good. I would say overall from that content and everything, I did some stories and stuff which correlated to a digital product. So I've made... Oh, excuse me, dog. So I've made some money from that as well. Hello. Hi, buddy. I replied to some emails as well, which are potential new brand deals and things like that. So there's a few things in the pipeline. Also, just put up a story to sell my digital products. Well, one of my digital products, which was a workshop. I put it up for sale for only 24 hours. And essentially it's to help you decide, oh my god, these dogs, It's essentially to help you decide which side hustle is right for you. It's pre-recorded, and so it's essentially buying the replay of a 2-hour workshop, which helps you decide, depending on your lifestyle, your goals, how much money you want to make, how much time, energy, effort, etc. you want to invest. And I give you the side hustles debate so you can decide which one is for you. So I am going to do a YouTube secret special. So if you see this on YouTube, I will, because by the time this is out, the offer will be not live anymore on Instagram. So I'm going to do a secret YouTube special where I'm giving you 48 hours to purchase the replay as well. I made £48 in the last 10 minutes. I just put it up a couple minutes ago. 4 people bought it so far. So fingers crossed, I will make even more from that. So it's been a busy day. I'm feeling really happy. And that was my day side hustling. And overall, I've made, I think, either nearly £1,000 or over £1,000 just from today. It's crazy. If you want more days like this to show how you can have multiple streams of income to make up your full-time income, then subscribe to this channel, because I'm all about self-improvement by doing small little things every single day to help you get hotter, richer and fitter. Oh my gosh, this dog! Whoa! They want me to play now, so I've got to go play with the doggies. And see you next time. And comment below any side hustles you want to see more of, or anything you want me to talk about next.